Oh, it says we live. We here.
Welcome to Any Who Pod. When you see him, you already know who here. You already know what we talking about. The New York Knicks win their first NBA championship since what, 75 or something like that?
73.
73. You feel what I'm saying? And they here. They here and they're ready. Welcome to Any Who Podcast. This is going to be one of the last episodes of season 4 until we move into the off season, talk about off season stuff. We even got some off season stuff that we're going to talk about today because Giannis just made it to the Heat. But we're going to start off with the Knicks, bro, because the Knicks got a championship, bro. Jalen Brunson with finals MVP. What was the score of that game? It was like 99.
I just know he had 45.
Yeah, he had 45. The rest of the team had like 45. Something like that. He cooked, bro.
Yeah, he saved that game.
He saved that game. He definitely saved that game.
Because if you watch the game, you notice that, the refs were trying to do their thing to extend the series. Carl Anthony Towns would play 30 seconds and he already got 2 fouls. It was getting ridiculous. He barely got to play that game, and they thought, that they could stop us that way. But not only did we beat the Spurs, we beat the refs that night. We beat the NBA.
We beat the NBA.
They did try their very best. I don't care what nobody says. They tried very hard to extend that series to at least 6 or 7 games. But, we gentlemen swept them. It could have been a clear sweep, but, somebody decided to go to the game and in order to not get canceled or nothing like that. I'm just not going to say who the orange person
who went to the game. Yeah. There was a lot of orange in the building. This definitely was a lot.
But in that one particular
extra
game, an orange person decided to show up.
Had extra orange in the building.
But yeah, that was electric, man. I've rewatched the fourth quarter of Game 5 so many times, man.
Somebody was the energy in there, John, was just dark. Like, it was a darker energy with him in there, John.
Yeah.
I was cracking up, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
For the first time, like, I know what it's like to have a player on your team that the fourth quarter, they about to snap. Like, I never witnessed that. I was like, oh my God, Jalen Brunson is here.
Bro, yeah.
Jalen fucking Brunson was there in the fourth quarter. And I was like, he's not going to let me down. He's not going to let me down. I knew he wasn't going to let me down. But after watching, what was that, Game 4 when we came back from 29 points, I was like, yeah, he want this. They all want this. The entire Knicks, they all wanted it. But Jalen Brunson on the fourth quarter, he has what's needed from a superstar. In the fourth quarter, he has a whole other level that he could tap into. And that was just... it was magnificent. Truly the king of New York. 45 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 assists. You feel what I'm saying? But the 45 points says it all right there. 13 for 15 from us free throw. He was 4 for 7 from the 3 and 14 for 27 from the field. You feel what I'm saying? No, they did their thing, bro. They did their thing. OG saved them in one game. Karl Anthony Towns played solid. You feel what I'm saying? He definitely like, we was worried about him with the offensive output that he's putting out there. A lot of people talking about he need to be in the paint and he need to do just that in the third. But they locked in him, Mike Brown and Karl Anthony Towns. They locked in. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they was trying to achieve. Despite everybody talking this, that, and the third, chirping. And he did try to be a little bit more aggressive in certain points of the game. But he didn't stray away from his actual role within the offense, was to play in that free throw line area and to run the offense and let Jalen Brunson just worry about scoring. You feel what I'm saying? And that's probably what they needed the whole time. More of a facilitator. Kudos to Cat. Like, once he tapped into that facilitator role, he really took the team to a different level because, Brunson already has a large portion of the offensive load on him. And when Cat, I know Cat might have been a little bit frustrated beginning of the season, not getting as many touches, things like that. But once he had that conversation with Mike Brown and they figured out that if he played more of a facilitator, kind of like a Jokic kind of role, that he would flourish. And once he figured that out, he started cooking. The unnecessary fouls disappeared a little bit. He was more disciplined on the offensive side. He wasn't just chucking up shots. He was intentionally, getting a double team on him so he could pass, do a nice little behind the back pass. He was getting real crafty with his assists. Kudos to Karl Anthony Towns for adjusting his game for real.
And he was the key to bringing Wemby out of the paint, him playing over there and him not doing what Shaq asked him to do every game because, that's what Shaq used to do. Mm-hmm. He just want everybody to do what Shaq does. But him not doing that and him actually playing up made it easier for people like Josh Hart to cut, OG Anunoby to cut, Alvarado, like all the other guys to be able to cut in the paint and be able to play their type of basketball because the Knicks play a good playoff team type basketball. It's kick drive, kick drive, kick drive, kick drive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how they really get their offense going. Put the defense in the blender, get them in the rotation, have them chasing the ball around. The ball moves faster than your feet on the court. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, to achieve that, you need to call Anthony Towns in that role. This is something that we got credit Mike Brown for. He went over to Golden State. He learned what he needed to learn from Steve Kerr. He implemented that over into the Kings. He implemented some of those things over here into New York. He didn't turn them into Golden State, but he implemented some of them things. And he's like, yo, Cat, you can play that Draymond role. Like, you can really facilitate a little bit and really, get your jump shot. You shoot better than Draymond, too. So you were way more of a threat at three for if you just catch it, turn around, or fake handoff, turn around, just shoot the ball. You feel what I'm saying? Way bigger threat.
And when those threes went in, now you're forcing whoever's defending you to come to the three-point line. So once you have Wemby coming to defend your three-pointer, that's an easy assist right there. And it's just absolutely amazing what he did to his game. And I'm glad Jalen and Cat were able to figure out how to work well together.
For sure, bro. All credit to them, bro. I told y'all this is why I felt like they would win from the beginning of the year. Because this was my pick for the beginning of the year. I didn't want to be right, but I'm right. They won. I felt like the East didn't have a team that could match up to their team. I feel like the key to winning the championship in these last 10 years has actually been continuity and having a team that actually been together for a little bit, even if it's just 3 years, 2 years, you feel what I'm saying? Compared to the other teams who just made bold moves to try to put teams together. They don't have the continuity and the chemistry together. And that's something that the Knicks had already, even without Karl-Anthony. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns is the newest addition, but the core of the team has been together for about 4 or 5 years now at this point. You feel what I'm saying? They know each other's tendencies. It's not hard to add in a piece and just go. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I felt about the New York Knicks. And I felt like nobody else in the East could match up to that. I was worried about who was going to come out the West and who they was going to play against the West, but I definitely felt like they was going to make it to the chip.
I felt like for me, I always felt like the Knicks could win the championship even last year, and I might argue the year before that. It really came down to the coaching. It came down to the coaching, and at some points of the year, Mike Brown was a little rocky, but one of the key things that he did was he explored different rotations, and he was playing the bench. Last year, and I'll say it every single time, the only reason the Indiana Pacers beat us is because we were tired. Tibbs did not use the bench. By the time we got to the Eastern Conference Finals, we were cooked. Most of our starters were already tired, and they banged up. And it wasn't like this year where we just swept and we had a lot of breaks.
Right. It was close.
Last year it was close games, close series. Like, they were tired. You know what I mean? And a big portion of this win for the Knicks this year was that bench. Deuce McBride against the Sixers, he was cooking. Tyler Kolek was cooking. You know what I mean? Jordan Clarkson had sparks. Landry fucking Shamet, bro.
Smacking.
You know what I mean?
Like, certain points at the time.
And then you had Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. That's a deep bench. And when those players are comfortable and they got enough runs in, so they're ready to just come off the bench and cook. Not like, unfortunately, what Tiz was doing was he wasn't playing the bench at all. And then he'd be like, I actually need y'all today. Go in there, and they couldn't produce as effectively as they did this year, man.
That's something what the Sixers did. Sixers did that this year.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Gotta learn from the Knicks.
Gotta learn from the Knicks.
Now everybody gotta learn from the Knicks.
All right, so now I was hearing rumors that Mitch Robinson might not be back. Certain bench players might not be back. Who on the bench you feel like is the most important to keep?
Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson. Respectfully, it's not a lot of smart rebounders like him. And people that can get accustomed to playing in New York. That's a completely different atmosphere. He's our most tenured Knick. He's been here a long time. I don't have to worry about him being nervous,
right?
Or New York distracting him. I don't gotta worry about that. Mitchell Robinson's defense, like he changes the game completely,
especially when he's healthy too.
This is the first year where he's been healthy throughout the whole year, and he produced postseason too. Like his pinky got a little fucked up, and he was still
out there. Like, he played in the finals.
Like his presence is a difference maker. So much so that they have to hack a Mitch.
Yeah,
if they gotta start doing shit like that,
out the game.
You're important, and you're very crucial. I would love to keep him, Deuce, Landry Shamet. I honestly think one of them or two of them might go.
Yeah, he said we can't keep the band together because he's not trying to hit that second apron. And that second apron, that's definitely right there.
Landry, I mean, there's a way. I honestly feel like they should go above the second apron. It's gonna hurt you for the next 2, 3, maybe 4 years, but you have a window. If you keep this team, I think they can win another one. And dare I say they might fuck around and win 3.
Oh, my
I keep that team together, especially the biggest reason why I want to keep them together too. We got Tyler Kolek, we got Ariel Hukporty, we got Mo Diawara. We got some players that got some playing time in the postseason and showed up. And I feel like if we lose Landry or we lose Deuce, I believe in those 3 players to be able to develop and step up. You know what I mean? Guards, we could find. I feel like it's easier to find a Landry Shamet than it is finding a Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all can't find a Mitchell Robinson like that. Mitchell Robinson has stopped Joel Embiid. Mitchell Robinson has stopped Giannis. Mitchell Robinson has stopped Wemby. Mitchell Robinson put in work. You know what I mean? I would hate for him to be on the other team.
I would love for him to come over here to the Sixers or maybe go over there to Luka. Luka need a center. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it.
I feel like he fuck around, go to the Lakers. If there's anybody, because the Lakers could afford that.
Yeah, they can. They need it.
They could throw him a bag.
They need to. And Luka it's like this tenure in LA is contingent on him getting the center. If he don't get his center, he leaving. Yeah, like, that's just how he feels. Like that's what he been asking. Like I want a center. If I don't get a center, bro, I'm not re-signing the show. He only signed the extension for 2 years, or I think a 3-year extension. And he can be out in 2 years. So this year and next year he can be out after next year. So
if Mitch leave the Knicks, I would prefer him to go to the Lakers to go play with Bron and Luka. I don't mind that. Go in the West and dominate.
Bron need to retire. You just don't want to see him over here in the Sixers. That's all.
They can't afford him.
We can make something move. We can make something shape. No,
he's not coming to the He's not coming to the
Out of all the moments of the season, right? This championship run, was the finals your favorite moment, or was there a moment before the finals where you was like, this is it right here? It gave you like, oh no, we winning this year. Like, this is it right here. I feel like after I seen that, I knew we was gonna win. I had the hope. We just gotta go put the work in and finish it.
I think it was game 3. It was in the playoffs because throughout the season, they won the NBA Cup. I was like, wow, this is cool. This is nice. Right. They're using the bench. Tour after like All-Star break, then started getting a little shaky. I'm right, yeah. And in the back of my mind, I was mad at Mike Brown. I'm like, I don't like some of the shit that he's doing, but I'm like, all right, this is first year coaching. Maybe he's experimenting. I'm
trust the process.
Yeah, I'm like, we might make it to the conference finals again, but I'm not liking how he's coaching. I'm a little bit suspicious. I started to believe in my mind that maybe he's just not showing all his cards. Maybe he's just playing around. The Cavs series, I was like, yeah.
You said,
This is the mix that I've been watching. Because those first 2 games they lost, they were still playing like they was in the regular season.
Right.
Once they locked the fuck in, and I felt like after they took those 2 losses, they started playing like they knew how to play basketball. Like
to me, it was like,
all right, y'all ready?
We can't lose to the Hawks. It was too much. It was too much talk about.
It was the Hawks.
The Hawks. When they lost to the Hawks, that one game against the Hawks, and then they lost another one. Like, it wasn't like the world was really worried, but it was like, lock in.
Yeah, I was worried. That's the series I was talking about. I said the Cavs, but it was with the Hawks. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, y'all playing like y'all don't really want this, or y'all playing like y'all don't know like y'all not a
gravity
team.
of this, right?
Yeah, like, and then I guess they all woke up, or Mike Brown was like, all right, this is the real playbook. Let's start
playing with the real playbook. Let's start putting this in together.
Hawks, all right, boom, they beat the Hawks. James Harden.
Choke.
It was James Harden at the Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the Sixers.
Comeback.
With the Sixers, I knew we was going to cook them, but when they started blowing them out the first game, I was like, yeah, nobody could stop the Knicks.
He said, yeah, nobody can stop the Knicks.
I
feel what you said, because for me, I did feel like the Sixers was the dark horse. I was telling y'all that all season as well. I was like, if they can never get their health together, they could be the biggest threat to the Knicks. You feel what I'm saying? Because we got Joel Embiid, but sadly that didn't happen. So, they swept us bad.
Yeah, they ain't have nobody helping Maxey.
No.
Once they was up like 40 or something, like in the second quarter or something. I was like, yeah, it's nobody can stop the Knicks. There's not nobody that can stop this cohesiveness. And then they kept doing it, and then they swept them.
Yeah, man.
They swept the other ones.
Swept the Cavs.
When they swept the Cavs, I was like, yeah, we winning this.
Yeah, we winning this. For me, it was honestly, it was the finals. It was the first 2 games of the finals. I was like, damn.
They just keep coming back.
I'm going to be right. The comeback, but more, I'm looking at.
There was a comeback in every game in the finals.
I'm looking at Wemby and them just shrink. Yeah, it was a comeback, but the real comeback was the game 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, game 4 was the real comeback. The other Jones was more like, because 10 points is that's not a lead against the Knicks. I'll be telling people that that's not a lead in the NBA today. Period. Like ever since Steph Curry started shooting threes, 10 points has never been seen. That has never been seen. You always have to be about 20.
All it takes is 30 seconds.
So this been I watched it, bro. How many rings Brian lost to that? You feel what I'm saying? Like for real, like 4 rings he got lost to that. But the Knicks specifically are built to come back from 20. So you having a 10-point lead was never a lead they should have knew that, but they didn't. And it just when I see how young they were playing, they've been playing like this all season, but they've been overcoming this type of things all season, especially in that last series. But seeing them just kind of shrink from the physicality of the finals when it's time to go, like when it's done, when they're coming back, right? They're marching back from the 12-point deficit and stuff like that. Y'all can't withstand them runs. I'm like, oh, all right, y'all not ready.
It falls on 2 people on the Spurs. Number 1 is Wemby. His team thought he was going to be the closer. They thought when we needed him, he was going to show up. 4th quarter, he was out there breaking threes, hitting the top of the backboard.
He ain't never been the closer.
Them free throws wasn't hitting. And then I partially blame the coach, young coach. This is his 2nd year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third year.
He was making some questionable decisions, taking out guys when he shouldn't have. He was sitting Wemby in key moments when he shouldn't have. Like, after like game 2, you need to realize the Knicks are going to go on a run when Wemby sits down. And you gotta adjust for that. He didn't adjust.
It just seemed like, to me, they was like, all right, this is not the joint we're gonna win. That's kind of what it looked like to me.
Nah.
The whole playoffs. The whole playoffs to me, it felt like they still wanted to play the health game with Wemby. We're gonna keep his minutes down. We're not gonna let him burn out. They didn't tell him that. No, they didn't tell him that. No, they didn't tell him that. But they were just sitting down. You feel what I'm saying? Like they still playing the game where we want to keep him around 30 to 35.
Yeah, because we didn't expect to make it all the way to the finals.
That type shit. That's kind of how it looked like to me. The way the coaching strategy was. I felt like at some point throughout the postseason, even in the OKC series, I won the OKC series that way. But even in the OKC series, I'm like, bro, let him play all 48. He's young. Let's let him play. Just let him play. This need to be the Jones where he got all the minutes. Like he played every single second of this joint. Like, and he only had time to breathe on the other joint. Like,
couldn't take it. He wasn't conditioned to do that.
He was, because they've been doing this. They've been doing this for a while. I think this has been the most minutes he played. Before this, he was playing 20 minutes or something like that, a little bit like that.
He wasn't used to it. He was gassed.
He was gassed out. And I'm like, when we going to give him time to play? So that was a mistake. And it just looked like they just wasn't ready. None of this
they also,
coaching, none of the play looked like, oh, we're going to win a ring. Everything looked like, oh, we here. So let's just, like, fuck it, let's just play. You know what I mean?
The key mistake that they made too, and I'll tell everybody this, is they made the Knicks underdogs. Like they was treating the Knicks like, even in interviews they'll be like, we know we're the better team. We could have won. We've had leads. Like they ain't give the Knicks no credit. They ain't give them no credit. They kept asking, even when they was down 3-1, they was talking about everybody in the world knows that we're gonna come back and win this.
I'm cracking up.
And that didn't happen.
That was cap. That was trying to figure ourselves up.
It was a lot of arrogance from that team where they didn't respect the Knicks. And I think even people coming into the finals, they was like, yeah, the Knicks not gonna win. The Knicks, once you treat them like they're underdog and they're corny, they're going to show up. They like that.
I don't think that was really a factor. Only because I feel like they already got that mentality anyway. Like that's not a problem for them.
That's why I'm curious to see what's going to happen this year.
Me too. I am curious to see what happens this year.
How are people going to treat the Knicks? Because honestly, to me, it feels like they're still trying to make excuses as to why the Knicks won. And that's a dangerous game y'all playing. Jalen Brunson don't like that. I feel like y'all still don't think Jalen Brunson is top 3 in the league. And now that he got a chip, I feel like he got even another chip on his shoulder because now he really got to prove himself. He is the best player in this league right now.
Well, he got a lot to prove for that, for sure. Yeah. He's going to do a lot to make himself the best player in the league.
What else does he got to do? He won 7 trophies this year. What y'all want him to do? Luka got injured. He took the Mavs to the Western Conference Finals.
He gotta be better than Luka, Wemby, Jokic, Giannis. That's a lot of niggas he gotta be better than, bro.
He got Luka,
SGA.
I'll give Luka that. SGA.
He better than SGA?
The league be helping SGA
way too much. So you going with the
SGA has a lot of time. Yeah, I'm talking about, can any of those players besides Luka, can any one of them players in the fourth quarter, they're gonna show up 100% and they could. Nobody else has to shoot. Just give them the ball. They got it.
Giannis, for sure.
He was. You know what?
Giannis been hurt, so I'll give y'all the forgetting Giannis shit. Giannis been hurt. Giannis was hurt. But you give Giannis the ball, everybody move out the way. Type shit like Giannis. Now, we could talk about Jokic because Jokic shrunk. You feel what I'm saying? Jokic choked this year. You feel me? Jokic definitely choked this year. SGA, you know what I mean? It could be debatable. I don't think he choked. I don't think SGA choked.
His style of playing isn't winning basketball.
I mean, he got a chip.
Because he has a great team.
Yeah, but I mean, he was the leader of the great team. I mean, you scored 30. I mean, scored 30. He hit 30 at least 30 games. Like,
feel me? Put James Harden on that team, and his prime would have did the same thing. No. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. Because he had a team like that. The Rockets was a good team.
You're right.
The Rockets was a good team for the time period that it was. It was built to be something like an OKC, but not the young. Mm-hmm. They was just a good team. He's like, we're going to win with this team. Yeah. I think it was a combination of James Harden choking and Mike D'Antoni never win nothing. He coached for the Knicks for a long time, too. And he couldn't get Melo no ring. I think his style of offense was just
bad.
Not it. Yeah, I think he just went over the edge with the 3-point.
So top 5 in the league, we saying Luka, Giannis, in no particular order.
Oh, yeah, Luka, Giannis.
I'll give SGA that.
SGA, let's say Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, you think?
No.
Either one of those? None of those? You think Jalen Brunson is better than both of them?
100%.
Okay.
I've not seen either of them put the Celtics on their back by themselves in the playoffs.
I mean, they got a ring, too.
They did get a ring. Congratulations.
They beat the Knicks.
None of them are the clutch player of the year.
None of them clutch player
of the year. Question. They won an NBA Cup and an NBA championship in the same. Did they sweep anybody?
I think they swept some niggas.
They probably did.
That was one of them Jones where they lost a little bit of games too. They were like, okay, see that year.
I think they're.
I like Jalen Brunson. I think he top 10 for sure.
He top 5. He is top 5, bro.
I think in some days he could be 7. That's all. That's all. I think in some days he could be 6. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's all. And then in some days he 4 and he 3. You feel what I'm saying? Some days you like, this shit
he be doing is crazy. The man was 7'5" and he was shooting threes over him.
Yeah, he was. He was. But niggas was shooting 3. He get a bucket. I mean, I
get a bucket.
He get a bucket. Let me see. MVP. What was the MVP ladder? at the end of this year. What did Jalen Brunson finish? 5 more rows. We need 5 more.
He not even on there, bro.
Not even on here. Is he better than D. Mitch? See, this is stuff we
Donovan Mitchell. He's cooked them
Mitch.
in every single playoff series in the Western Conference and in the Eastern Conference.
Cade Cunningham.
Where was he at? What did he do this year?
I mean,
listen, they ain't lose to the Sixers.
That ain't his fault. No, he didn't lose. They lost to the Sixers. No, I don't think.
No. They lost to the Cavs.
They lost to the Cavs. We beat Boston. You know what I'm saying? That was our shit. Man. You know what I'm saying? That was our shit.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's better than Cade.
You got Cade, Kawhi. You better than Kawhi?
Is Cade a good player? Is Cade good enough to get his buckets off and still make the rest of his team better?
Yeah, he is. His team's just not that good, but yeah, he is. But you know, you passing it to Jalen Duren, and he's shrinking. He don't got no jump shot or nothing. You put Jalen Duren away from the bucket, he almost like a non-factor.
I don't think none of them could come back from 29, 30 points.
If they had a good team like the Knicks got a good team.
Fuck out here, bro.
The Knicks still got a good team.
They do got a good team.
They have a good team.
But
OG McHale, Cat, and Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart. That type of defense right there is really hard to score against them niggas. Like, it really is. OG and McHale, when they start breaking you down, bro, it's really hard to score against them people right there. Like they was built to beat Boston. I really want to see a healthy series between those two guys right there. You feel me? Between healthy Boston and healthy New York next year.
That was last year. And we cooked them.
This year or
Celtics?
Celtics at Jason Tatum, bro. Jason Tatum just came back. Remember?
No, I'm talking about we beat healthy Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum last year.
Oh yes.
How we got to the Eastern Conference Finals. We beat a healthy. We beat all the teams healthy.
I gotta do that again though, for sure.
And people be like, "Oh, Detroit." We beat Detroit last year. We whooped their ass. That same team.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So just
Detroit
off
not
that,
ready yet. Detroit not ready.
Just off that, Jalen over Cade.
We'll see next year. Cade had a better season than JB did in regular season. Not postseason, but regular season for sure.
Kawhi good, but
Kawhi done. I don't even know how he ended up 7.
He
ended up top of 7 with D. Bitch. I don't even know how. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about JB. Is JB top 3 in the league, bro? Top 3, top 5. Y'all let us know. You feel
I say top 3 when I really sit down and think about it. He the best in the whole league to me, and he gonna prove that this year. Man, that's crazy.
That's what we gonna need. Yeah, he gonna need one of them years where
he be in all the Michael Jordan stats. He be up there with all the GOATs, and people like, I don't know if he top 5 in the league.
Yeah,
his stats say otherwise. Everybody is better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson.
Because we ended up, what was his stats this year? 26. He averaging 26, bro.
46% from the
field. He good though. He good. He definitely good. But this is why he not top 10. That's all. That's just what he do in the regular season. That's all.
Man, fuck the regular season.
I feel you. Because when it's time, you know what I mean? But that's what I was saying though. That's not a regular season team. This a
Google said, "Do you mean Captain Clutch
Brunson?"
Yes,
that's who we bet. Yes, Captain Clutch Brunson. But yeah, the whole team, period. That's what I was trying to tell people. Hold the Knicks, this, that, and the third. I'm like, they're not a regular season team. They can go through stretches where they lose. But when it's time for playoff basketball, because I don't think people understand how regular season is officiated way different than postseason basketball. Postseason basketball is when you can get physical and so teams like Miami, teams like the Knicks, teams like Boston, like those hard-nosed teams that you know for like East Coast hard-nosed basketball, they get off in the playoffs. Pause. But you know what I mean? They do their thing in the playoffs. That's when they can play their most unique style of basketball when they in the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? That's what this team was built for. This team was built for the playoffs. So that's another reason why I felt like they was going to win. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody. They're not here yet. Next year, we going to see. Next year, we can see.
Next year.
I think Boston probably winning next year.
Oh, my fucking God. They about to trade one of them niggas.
You ain't going to trade one.
Nah,
they ain't gonna trade.
I ain't worried about them.
After the year that Jaylen Brown just had, I don't really think they'll trade him because he was in MVP position. Like he had a really good year. I think they think we add Jason Tatum back into this shit. We just add a few coaches. We got the best coach in the league. Didn't he win Coach of the Year this year, or was that last year? Coach Mazzulla?
I don't know.
Well, he a former Coach of the Year. I know he got at least one Coach of the Year. Got one ring. They're going to do that 3-point basketball shit till they die. I think he can win one more with it. That's about it. But
live and die.
Them guys, yeah, I think they was trying to get Giannis. I'm glad.
If it's not,
we gotta talk about Giannis.
The Knicks don't win it, if the Knicks don't win it next year, it's gonna be a Western Conference team. I don't believe there's a single team better than the Knicks in the East. Respectfully,
Boston.
And I don't give a fuck.
What about Indiana? You don't think Indiana gonna get y'all run for your money?
No.
Every
time we was healthy and we was cooking them.
Bro, that shit went to Game 7.
Because we was tired.
We went to Game 7.
Any time before that series. That shit was
great.
Yeah, we got to
need that back. We gotta run that shit back.
Anytime before then that we played them, we were healthy and we was cooking them. I'm not worried about them. He got the shingles now.
I know. He got shingles. I'm like, no.
Fortunately, all that.
I'm like, he said, that's over. He said, that Tyrese Oliver shit.
That karma, Pop.
You hear me, bro? Come back, bro. We need to come back, bro. I think people forgot about him, too. I think a lot of people forgot about him. Yeah. That day was a good team before he got hurt.
Yeah.
And they had Miles Turner. I want to see what he looked like with Miles Turner because Miles Turner can actually shoot. He can stretch the floor. He's a good pick and roll big. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got all the other guys, Nimhart and those guys. People forgot about them. They forgot about them. You should have forgot. And
wasn't they like last in the standings this year?
I was just about to say we need to be careful because they might have been last in the standings. So I don't know what they this is what I want to see right here.
Yeah, they were last and they're not even a lottery.
You're not even a lottery pick, but it's
all that.
Draft. Where did they not have a draft pick? Maybe it don't matter. It don't like they got a draft pick yet.
They probably in the second round. All that
for second round.
What? That team out here, man. I ain't worried about them.
Y'all should be worried about
Miami Heat. I ain't worried about y'all.
Should be worried about them too. That man Giannis. Y'all be forgetting about Giannis. Listen, the East is coming back. This year was the year where I was like, the Knicks got it. I don't think nobody in the East healthy enough. I don't think nobody in the East strong enough, even if they like the Cavs, right? Like the Cavs had no injury problems. You feel what I'm saying? They wouldn't traded Darius Garland for James Harden. Still couldn't win. You feel what I'm saying? Healthy. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't believe in them. But there's other teams like Boston that was really missing. I'm surprised they made it as far as they made it. We'll see what happens with the Sixers. Sixers fans, just know we got 10 more years, gang, before we can get ourselves a chip, bro. We probably waiting for the good 8 to 10 years. You feel me? Because we got NBA just sound like a 10-year contract or shit like that. They said sign up for more.
Y'all best bet.
Saw that, man.
Go find another big man and have Embiid coach him. That's
the best bet for sure. That is the best bet, bro. Sue him. I don't know. Let's get him fired at this point. Scandal or something. That's what we need. We need a scandal. That's what we need. We need a good old-fashioned scandal where we can be like, bro, you don't deserve that much bread. Let's get off the contract. Something like that. You feel me? We need one of them joints. But other than that, I will come back and talk about the Miami Heat trade. I'll make a separate video. This is a lot. I'll make a separate video. We want to talk about the Knicks. This is really about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Knicks won their first championship. They are the 2026 NBA champions. You feel what I'm saying? They are the ones that need to be defeated for you guys to win the ring. You feel what I'm saying? They are the ones. You feel me? Let me know how y'all felt about this NBA season. Let me know how y'all felt about the Knicks winning the championship. Were you a New York Knicks fan? It's been a lot of y'all popping out the woodwork all of a sudden. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Buying Philadelphia tickets. So let me know how y'all feel. New York, enjoy this one. I'm definitely hating. We'll see y'all next year. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, peace. You want to do? Oh shit.